So when you add these two together, when you add them together, you get the 2 winter, 1 spring, 7 summer, 4 autumn. So there's the 11 points, summer and autumn, moving to belong. But because the summer is so strong, it's still a certain amount of independence in my way. Okay, but certainly summer and then the fall are the most active seasons. Cardinal, fixed, mutable, 5, 5, 4. They're all pretty even. A bit of everything. Can't really make. She has a bit of everything. Not one more than the other. Fire, air, earth, water. Here you have 3, 3, 3, 5. Again, they're all pretty even, but because of the cancers, there's a little bit more water, a little more emotion. What is that? The 5 water. The Cancer, the Mercury, the Sun, the Neptune, and the Mars and Scorpio. Yeah. So there is an emotional, passionate, judgmental side that's stronger. So this is kind of funny because you have the strong water, the emotional, judgmental, you have the Cancer, and that emotional sensitivity is going to be there, and the expectations and the judgments are going to be there. But when you get close to her, her moon in Aquarius is going to be attached to me, trying to figure things out and rationalize and explain things, and not be so emotional. Here's someone's going to is very emotional, who's trying to belong emotionally, but is going to work to not so much show her emotion, is going to try and analyze them and think about them more. Masculine, feminine, 8 feminine, 6 masculine. That goes along with the water, a bit more reflective capacity than projective. But even in that reflective capacity, it's reflecting on how I belong, and darkness increasing, reflecting how to be part of things, how to belong somewhere, how to be a team. Or a negative thing would be, how could someone not be going along with me? How could someone back away? I'm doing everything for them. How could they back away? Or where are they? So I'm just making like a continuous sort of association between these. So it becomes familiar when you've touched these grounds. The rulers, the sun rules one planet, the rules one planet in Leo, the sun rules the Jupiter in Leo. The moon, I said before, the sun and Jupiter, no, the sun is in Cancer, Mercury is in Cancer, the Jupiter is in Leo. Yeah, okay, so the moon rules 3 planets. It rules itself, 2 points, and 1 point for the Mercury. So there's 3 points it rules. Mercury rules 3. That's the 3 in Virgo, the Venus, the Uranus, and the Pluto. It rules those 3. Venus rules 1. Mars rules 3. Mars rules Saturn and Aries, the Neptune and Scorpio in itself. So there's really the Mercury, well, none of them, only the Mars really rule. The Mars is the strongest in a way because it rules, it's in the sign it rules. So what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, making the judgment, trying to make things happen, there's a strong Mars rulership. So it's important for her to be in shape, for her to be active, for her to be doing things and doing good things, not bad things. If you mess up the Mars, you get angry, you get mad, it's going to mess up your rulership. It's going to have an effect, a direct effect on those 3 planets. Same with Mercury. If you're thinking right, and you're studying and you're learning and you're thinking about life, it's going to have a positive effect on the 3 planets, Venus, Uranus, and Pluto. But if you go off track and you're not thinking right, or start being deceptive, or not trying to think, or being evasive, wow, you're going to affect 3 planets negatively. That rulership will be impaired. Okay, so we'll just run through these. We've got a basic idea of this. Now we want to go through, now we've got to go to the houses. And when we're looking at the houses, we're going to try and see how they are, whether they're similar, whether they're reinforcing the same patterns, or there's a distinction when we look through the points in the houses. The keywords, 2 points in values, smooth in the second. One in security, 1 in the partnership, 3 around trust, 3 around morality, 1 honor, 1 friendship, 1 conscience. So the idea of trust and morality. I trusted you. You should be doing this. We should be here. Do you trust me? What do you do? There's this issue of what's right, what's wrong, and what's trustworthy, and being trustworthy. So you can see those two things stand out. And the morality comes in. You get the trusting is emotional thing. The morality, it's more of a principle thing, but just the where do you trust? Where do you trust your feelings? In trusting her feelings, her moon's in Aquarius, she's defensive about her feelings. So even though she's very emotional and putting out the emotional energy, she has a tendency to be insecure or reserved or not necessary and restrained around the trusting, even though trust is one of her strongest points. So she trusts, and then she's going to be analyzing the trust or analyze it working as not, or if it's right, if she feels it's right, she'll follow the trust and follow what's right in morality. If it ends up being wrong, wow, it's going to challenge her. It would challenge anybody, but specifically a little more so than not. Her chart is 4 rising, 8 setting. Well, again, there's the tendency to react to people more than to instigate. Well, when you think of her, the daylight is increased, darkness is increasing more, the daylight is increasing, the need to belong more than to one's own. And here there's a need to be reacting more than instigating. You can see the ability to mirror or align with someone. 9 points above her horizon, 3 points below. Here, there's a strong need to be functionally active, to have the career, to have work, to be able to do things, to be able to participate, and to be able to respond in participating. So she's not going to have the aggressive careers. She's going to have careers where she's likely to be functional and be able to function in a way that she helps other people. And other people, she can respond to the needs of others. Okay, that's just a loose association. And then we get to put them together: intuition 1, sensation 7, that's responding, 2, thinking, 2, intuition. So the sensation means sensibility. If you're going to react, I know how you're going to react, or I see how I have to react to you, or what impressions are there, what's expected. The ability to respond to others and to select partners and be able to react to a strong issue, the strongest quadrant. In the angular succeeding cadent 3, 6, 3. So this way, there's a bit of everything, but succeedent. In the signs, they were all pretty well even, 5, 5, 5. But here, in the houses, there's an accentuation on the succeedent, almost double the others. So there's certainly a stubborn streak. So she could be involved in a relationship and be holding in based on the responses she's getting. It's not going to be easy for her to let go of a relationship. Might be quite easy to align with someone, but if it's going wrong, it'd be difficult to let go of it. And if it's going wrong, she'd have to wake up to that fact that it was wrong for her to be able to let go of it. In the houses, 3 fire, 2 air, 3 earth, 4 water, all fairly evenly balanced, except the rewarder water houses, water signs, water houses. So again, the emotional, judgmental side still is strongly there. Okay, this is the basic run-in, the basic run-over. I don't expect more. It's important you have done this, because as you've done this, when you get to the next step, it comes back to reinforce the planets and signs and houses and aspects. Okay, so I'm just going to put this up here. Okay, so we come back to it. We'll chart out. Okay, get the chart here. I got one. Okay, so now okay, you just see the outstanding things. So we really sense a person who wants to belong, wants to respond to other people, and wants a steady, fixed situation, wants to maintain a steady, fixed situation and respond more and more. So this would be very good. If someone started ignoring her, she would have difficulty with that. She would try to do more. Okay. Now, well, let's take that. We're going to do the moon. We'll do the sun. We're going to do the angles, and we might take a look at. We'll look at the Mercury, Venus, and the Mars. We'll see if we can get these all in today. We can't do every planet, but we've done them all. So I just want to pull the main outstanding. But I want everyone to deal with their past, their habits, their sympathies, their needs to feel secure, and their sense of where they got to go for their confidence, what they have to do. So her moon's in Aquarius. It's a funny thing for such a watery needing to belong chart. This is the one part where the daylight is increasing, even though the nighttime is greater. She's still needing to feel, I've got to have a bit of freedom. I got to think for myself. I got to do something. There's a certain part of the Aquarian daylight increasing. I need to be more free. To feel secure, I need to have some freedom, some momentum of doing my own thing. Okay, so or having something that I know that I can give to others, or I can talk to others. So knowing astrology for that moon Aquarius in the second house could be the thing that she would have that would allow her to talk to the partner, have something to give back, rather than just responding. Now, the Aquarius is going to be, okay, daylight increasing, nighttime is greater, it's the winter sign. Individuals trying to emerge individually out of social situations, trying to find your freedom when there's all the commitments around you. So maybe she gets caught in a marriage and is trying to find, and it's getting too oppressive and just trying to find some freedom to do her own thing anyways. Okay. We notice this chart is from Shanghai, and so this is a person who did leave home and the homeland for another country. Okay. But Moon Aquarius, it's a masculine sign. She will project what she feels she knows. The I know keyword of Aquarius. The air sign is there's the need to express, there's a need to think, there's a need to rationalize, there's a need to know what's happening or why. That need to feel one knows, or the need to have to know to feel secure. That's the Moon Aquarius. If you're insecure, you might know, I don't know why this is happening. Why is there a problem? Why isn't he doing this? Or why isn't he giving me feedback? That would bother her because she has a need to know. But you can see that need to know fits nicely to astrology is knowing about things. It provides a nice alternative for knowing things and needing to express. It's the one thing, it's a right. Okay, we'll get to this in a second. It's air, it's fixed. So she wants to be fixed and she knows what she knows and she wants to be right about what she knows. This is it. So the minute you would hug this person, even though she's a Cancer, very emotional, she's going to start thinking and strategizing and planning. And what does this mean? So there's a point that detaches from the emotions the minute they come up. They're always coming up and she's trying to detach and know what it means. This is part of the battle in the seesaw. It's not a right or wrong, it's just a uniqueness. Say, imagine someone like that. Okay, and she's very stubborn and fixed in what she knows. Once she knows something, this is it. I'm living for this, I'm into this. So